Welcome to episode 6, where we dive deeper into the world of stress and how it affects our lives. Imagine being a scientist who uncovers that a simple shift in thinking can transform someone's entire life. You'd think people would be eager to embrace such a discovery, right? Surprisingly, when these scientists try to share their findings, many people remain skeptical. This episode will explore the powerful impact of mindset interventions and how changing the way we think can influence how we handle stress. Let me tell you a story about a scientist named David Yeager. He went to a high school where things were tough. Most of the students didn't have much money. Many were in gangs. A lot of them didn't even feel safe at school. Yeager wanted to help these students by teaching them something called a growth mindset. A growth mindset is when you believe people can change in big ways. Yeager taught this to the students in a quick 30-minute lesson. He had them read about how people can change, hear stories from older students about change, and write their own stories about change. Now, while Yeager was doing this, a staff member at the school came up to him. This person didn't know what Yeager was doing, but they said, "Why are you wasting your time here? It's too late for these kids. Can you believe it?" Yeager was there to teach kids they could change, and this adult was saying they couldn't. But guess what? Yeager's quick lesson made a big difference. By the end of the school year, the students who learned about growth mindset were doing much better. They were happier, healthier, and got better grades. In fact, 81 out of 100 students who got the lesson passed their math class, compared to only 58 out of 100 who didn't get the lesson. You'd think everyone would be excited about these results, right? But here's the strange part. Many people still didn't believe it worked. Even when Yeager showed the school staff how well it worked, they often didn't do anything with this information. They just couldn't believe that a short 30-minute lesson could change students' lives so much. Why is it so hard for people to believe in mindset changes? Well, it goes against what most of us think about how change happens. We usually think big problems need big solutions. We think if you want to change your life, you need to change everything about it first. But mindset science says we've got it backwards. It says changing how we think can be the first step to changing everything else. Think about it like this. Imagine you're wearing dark sunglasses all the time. Everything looks gloomy and gray. You might think the world is a dark place. But what if someone showed you that you're wearing sunglasses and you can take them off? Suddenly, everything looks brighter and more colorful. The world didn't change, but how you see it did. That's kind of what a mindset change is like. But it's hard for people to believe this works because we can't see thoughts. If someone breaks their leg, we can see the cast and the crutches. We believe that person needs help to walk, but we can't see someone's thoughts changing. It's harder to believe in something we can't see. Also, many of us grow up hearing things like, "You can't teach an old dog new tricks," or "That's just the way I am." These ideas make us think people can't really change. So when scientists like Yeager say they can help people change quickly, it sounds too good to be true. Another problem is that even when people see proof that mindset changes work, they often don't do anything about it. It's like knowing that exercise is good for you, but still not going to the gym. Sometimes it's easier to stick with what we know, even if it's not working well, than to try something new. So, what can we do about this? Well, scientists need to keep showing how mindset changes work. They need to explain it in ways that are easy to understand. And the rest of us, we might need to open our minds a bit. Maybe changing our lives doesn't always have to be hard. Maybe sometimes it can start with just changing our minds. Remember Yeager's story. Those students changed their lives by changing how they thought about themselves. If they can do it, maybe we all can. It might not be easy to believe, but it might be worth trying. After all, what if changing your mind really could change your life?